Yeah, this deck makes me incredibly happy because it might be the greediest stat deck I've ever played. In other words, this is just all about making ridiculously silly big numbers, and I've wanted to do this ever since Vyranoth showed up with this big time stat buff to your deck that can then be multiplied further if you head over into wild format with stuff like Lorthamar, doubling those stats once again. And then once they enter the hand, don't forget we have our buddy Emeriss. I haven't played or thought about this card in, I mean, legit, maybe like 8 years or something. I don't know, dude, it's crazy. That's why I love Wild. You can then double those stats again on top of other like deck-based buffs, like Hope of Quel'The Loss. I know you forgot about this, just like I did, right? This is gonna be another +2/+2. We got Supreme Dinomancy in here as well as another way to buff some of your beasts. Don't forget about Shando Wildclaw, has that like Keleseth buff to buff your beasts, all of which can stack up to create just some ridiculous stats with stuff like Dispatch Kodo, then turning that into just raw damage. You can just like kill people technically with a Dispatch Kodo, right? Augmented Porcupines then become crazy lethal threats. And I don't have like Death Rattle synergies in here, but you could. And then also like Mythical Rune Bears are just monster stat bombs that often just kill the opponents, and Trampling Rhinos too can hit people in the face. Don't forget about Briar Spawn Drakes up here, even though it's not a beast. Another way to get some lethality out of this package on top of just crazy big stats. So look, is this deck good? No, probably not, right? It's way too greedy, super slow. I'm sure wild format in general will just run over you with this deck. That said, I haven't played in years and I have a super low rank, and got to have some fun playing this against probably less than optimized opponents, which was very enjoyable because you're going to see some silly big numbers. It's not, you know, I know there's like crazy infinite loops and stuff you can do in wild. This is nothing like that. You know, this is kind of honest, old-fashioned greed, but man, the numbers are still awesome and silly and super fun. And this is like exactly the sort of thing I like to do. So this deck scratched a lot of itches for me. Like, this felt really, really satisfying to play, and a nice little mix of new and old turned into something really cool with this one, I think, as you're about to see. Hey, I love the hand, actually. Okay, I don't know what to expect. This is my first wild format game in I don't know. Somebody go check the channel and see when I last uploaded a wild format video. I mean, I'm sure I did it at some point. I don't know when exactly, but maybe 2 years, year, 2 years. I don't know. Oh, Renathal's good news. I actually could have ran Renathal, by the way. I didn't think about Renathal, dude. I do love the idea of the 40 health. It would make it a little bit harder to find stuff like Vyranoth and Lorthamar, for the record. But I'd also have more stuff to buff, you know. Probably ultimately not worth it. Opponent probably has to ping this, right? Nope, they don't. Oh, sick. Okay. Love it. Love it. Draw me cards. Dispatch Kodo. All right. Fire Spawn Drake. Yeah, Augmented Porcupine's amazing, actually. That's really good. I guess we go face. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Sure. So, Porcupine's a great buff body. Vyranoth, you, in theory, you kind of want as few things in deck as possible, probably, right? Bro, we could just go for Supply Run and make this even bigger already, but I think we want to save coins. This is already a monster threat. The 3/3 buff here is really quite crazy. You know, basically, as long as we hit stuff like Trampling Rhino, we're going to be fine, I think. You know, in other words, there's plenty of payoffs. We don't have to get crazy. All right, let's go Kodo here. Hit this guy, hit this guy, hit this guy. Nice. Soften him up. Let's go. Now, do we coin Vyranoth already? It's not that many buffs yet. It's the problem, you know? How many actual minions do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minions divided by 100. So really not that big of a buff still. I'd kind of like to wait in theory. So now maybe you go tracking into Supply Run. Yeah, I guess you take the Scale Hide probably, right? I mean, God, we are so close to shattering those two, though. It feels kind of wrong to not shatter them, you know? Maybe we just do this in a porcupine again, right? I think that's also fine. I think we gotta shatter him. Emeriss, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna want him eventually, I suppose. Keep the Rhino in the deck for now, I think. This seems fine to me, man. Let's just not get too crazy, right? So we go Vyranoth maybe next turn. You want a Vyranoth and then Lorthamar, right? So yeah. Then I guess you coin into an Emeriss later, but you kind of want to supply run before that. You also want to draw some dudes. I mean, like, the crazy thing is, like, Briarspawn Drake's like gonna be lethal already, especially I only have one, so I guess I already have the one I want. Can't tweak that too much, by the way, because of the dang Vyranoth. Obviously you could work it out to get, oh my god. Maybe I do this first? Like, definitely a card you want to get down sooner rather than later. Oh my god. You still, the problem is I'm like breaking the curve on the Vyranoth a little bit, right? That's the only issue. Because like, you want to go Vyranoth Lorthamar, so now like we're a little off curve like we said. But I mean, I don't know. I still like this. It's still good. I'll probably still go Vyranoth next turn. 16 cards, probably like what, we 10 minions or something, right? Probably something like that. That's 3 spells. 4 spells. Actually, yeah, 12 minions. So kind of +4/+4 to everybody, I think, roughly, right? This is going to be trading in, but hopefully we have enough board here to kind of... Oh my god, this got scarier than I thought. Jeez. Man, those numbers suck. Numbers actually really suck. I guess you hit this and send it to 3, and then you trade in the 3/4, and then your Porcupine, I guess, hits the 4/2, and you just trust. God, that is not perfect, though. But I think I need the... I think I just need to push, right? I mean, I guess you still just hit here first, don't you? I guess you do this, actually, yeah. If it doesn't kill the 8/1, you're just like heartbroken, though. Heartbroken. You're like the saddest person on earth. Okay, nice. That'll work. All right, so here's the Vyranoth. We're at 21, which is actually pretty okay. These porcupines honestly kept me in the game longer than I thought. They're gonna get a freeze there, but that's okay. Next turn's gonna be Lorthamar. Assuming we're not like just under some insane amount of pressure. I can't remember what the dude is that pays off these skeletons, by the way. What's his name, guys? Isn't there a guy that specifically... It's Kel'Thuzad, right? It's Kel'Thuzad, I think. I mean, I know Kel'Thuzad the carry, but that's who's the payoff, right? Getting it confused. Oh my god, Huddle Up is honestly so nasty. Oh, that's pretty good rolls too, honestly. Not the craziest roll. Oh man. Can kind of just play this, right? I think you just... Oh, I really want to play Emeriss too soon, but... Like, dude, this is getting so crazy already. I really... Like, am I dead on board? 7 plus 5, 12. I mean, definitely not. I just need to be safe. Like, I don't want to get too... This is crazy work, honestly. The coin kills your Emeriss, right? Like, I want a coin to do this first to make these even bigger and draw more dudes. I just kind of kill... Maybe I'll get like a peasant that's just so sick and big, right? Like, I need not get too greedy, I guess, you know? Peasant, let's go! Even bigger rune bears! Oh my god. Bro, this isn't even like... like I haven't even gotten to Emeriss or Lorthamar yet, man. Like, it's ridiculous, right? Oh my god, dude. Like, this is... We're not even quite through the loop yet. So, like, next turn you'd want to play Lorthamar. Assuming... like, dude, look, I'm gonna BM, right? If I have lethal on board, I don't care. I'm gonna be a bad player and I'm gonna greed. The whole point of this is being greedy and stupid. If the opponent knows they have lethal, they want to, you know, they can concede if they want to, right? So like, I think it's okay. I honestly did not know. Oh, summon a random 1 cost. What an insane 1 cost to get. That's a big stat line, but I guess just a dead board spot forever, maybe. Opponent's trading in. They're thinking they got a shot here. Oh. Math got a little wacky there, I guess, but oh my god, those are nuts. That's cracked. 1 cost Nebula is actually insane. The other Kel'Thuzad! What are the odds of that? Come on, man. Also just an insane hit, I guess, right? Although now your trade-ins are like, you want to be careful because you don't want to get bad guys off those trade-ins. So we definitely got to kill the Kel'Thuzad. No question, right? No question. We like maybe have a lethal soon and stuff, but you know, again, I'm going to greed it a little bit, guys. I'm going to greed it a little bit. I think we were fine getting away with a Lorthamar this turn. Like, of course, you could go Rune Bear. That's probably better. You know, I get it, but Beast Whale is now a 23.55 dog. Oh, I love it so much. Is that my only beast left? Probably. No, Dispatch Kodo. Yeah, is this gonna be able to kill them? Probably not yet. Random fire spells. It could have some good stuff up there. There's 2 playable spells up there, right? I like how much armor gain they're getting too, because it makes me feel less bad about like greed. So if I have the space to play Emeriss, right, like this goes up to 110 health minus 10, you know, but how big is this one actually too? Yeah, 18. Briarspawn Drake is not lethal yet, of course, but you know, maybe it gets there before too long. I love the opponent still trading in a little bit. That's great news. Although the math is kind of weird on all these. I feel like their math splits are bad and awkward. So we're definitely gonna have space to play Emeriss, which is such good news. Oh, bro, I didn't even know what that card was. That's cool. Could greed even more, but I'm not gonna greed that much. No, we're just gonna play Emeriss, right? We're just gonna play Emeriss. We're not gonna get a lot of windows like this to play the Emeriss, so we're just gonna play it. Oh my god, so these hit for 26 and 22, so like that could be, you know, that's like 48, but then you minus 2, I guess, basically. So if there are one health minions out on board, these are actually still not quite lethal because the opponent has so much armor gain, right? But you know, presumably I'm just gonna like stick a whale at some point that's good enough too. I guess you can go whale and then copy it, or same thing like Rhino copy as well, right? It's pretty cool. Opponent has turned the corner, decided to go face, so I think is really quite smart, right? So I think this is probably lethal. Since I've actually played all of my guys, maybe we just take the lethal, right? We're gonna hit for 20 and 16. That's 36. Oh, actually, it's not quite lethal yet, man. You know what that means? You know what that means? I love that Shando is a 2020 at a base, dude. Like, that's amazing. Like, that's actually insane. Dude, this is my first game, dog. I don't know if they're all gonna go quite like this one, but this is, I don't know if I need another one. This is so fun, dude. Oh, I'm actually having so much fun playing these greedy Hearthstone decks. I don't want combos. I just want stupid big greedy numbers, right? Oh my god, 2 100 health. And I know Wild you can technically do even crazier numbers, of course. Like, you know, there's literal infinite combos and just absolute obscenities possible in Wild, but this is like whoa. This is like, you know, what is happening? What is going on, Hearthstone? Marvel Snap doesn't do that. I don't think that's a me thing. You know, this is like just honest greed, if that makes sense, right? It's not like opponent, by the way, is like, I'm out, dude. You did it. You did the beach whales. It's like honest, if that makes, like, it's slow, you know, it's awkward. It's not cheesy and aggressive and infinite. It's still like playing a couple cards per turn. It's good old-fashioned honest greed, and what a welcome back to wild format. My first game in years is that one. That is so freaking fun, dude. God, I loved it. I loved it. Yep, don't want these. Looking for, I think specifically Shondo, Scavengers, Tracking, Peasant, any of those guys. Double supply run is some hot garbage. Oh my god. Oh god. It just got even worse. If they have any speed to their deck at all, right? Forget it. That's kind of slow, I guess. I mean, I'm just passing until turn 5 though right now. I guess you probably just play a buff card on 4 regardless of any shattering fears. I suppose you play the outside one, right? Oh my god, this is literal Totem Shaman. This is so sick. Oh my god, I haven't seen a Totem Shaman in 25 years. Oh my god, that's so sick. I forgot about Needle Rock Totem. I like that one a lot. We are just dead. I mean, we're just dead. There's no chance I'm alive here ever. I'm just the most dead I've ever been. That's even more death. Yep, we're just... If there were degrees and scales of death, ours would be the worst. I don't even have a... I mean, it's just literally supply run. Trampling Rhino kills... I don't even know which totem. I think you just kill the biggest one, right? You don't care about armor. And like, yeah, these buffs suck, but they maybe don't even have anything in hand anyway, right? I can't kill that one, so that's not the one. Just kidding. I think this is the coolest thing I've ever seen, though, by the way. I just like... I kind of want to go to Wild just to play Totem Shaman. This hand, honestly, though. Yeah, I mean, I know my deck's greedy, but this hand is not doing us any... Oh, we are going to have 7, actually. I forgot. Oh, yeah, we can hit that. I honestly really wish... Oh, my good god, dude. This is so sick. I don't mind losing to this at all. If I'm going to lose to, like, stupid, aggressive, wild stuff, I want it to look exactly like this. This is it. This is the dream setup here, man. I want these losses only. Oh, Peasant. Great timing, bud. Beautiful timing. The Shatter is active. Great. I love it. Here you go, P-Funk. I'm honestly, that looks so fun. I'm like jealous as can be, man. I forgot totems were a thing. I want Totem Shaman in standard too. Oh my god, please. All right, Scavengers and Annuities early do seem pretty good. I actually kind of just want the Dispatch Kodo to be one of the results though, right? So let's keep that. This is pretty garbage. We don't need this guy. Oh, I was gonna say I don't really like Paladin, but this is a greedy Prince Renathal Dragon Soul Paladin. It actually might be fun. They might give me some time to do some cheesy stuff. I think the problem is though that a lot of decks, it almost happened in that mage game too. A lot of decks do have like enough just like mid-game stuff that we might just die at 30 health, you know? So I do think I need to hit some key timing on taunts like Mythical Rune Bears and, you know, some bigger taunts at the right moments to make sure we're not just dead. Life gain off the Scale Hide too. Hey, I literally called it. It happened. Let's go. This is good. This is a good tempo swing, right? Kind of a crazy card if you look at it. Liftoff. Whoa. We got Last Kaleidosaur. Terran, or not? Yeah, Terran. That's, yeah, I forgot what they're called. What a weird little package here, man, already. Starcraft, Last Kaleidosaur, Prince Renathal, Dragon Soul Paladin. That is a mouthful. I'd hate to have to put that in a YouTube title. Right, Starport. Yeah, what I'm trying to think about, like, what's the end game on this? I don't know. There probably is something smart and cool happening, but I just don't know what it is. Patches is in there. No. Patches is a played card? Bro. I don't know what. This might be a person who just literally took all the cards in their deck, like all the cards they own and put them in a deck, you know, like you know, it's like I do too. When I play a new game, like, you know, I don't know what's good yet. I just take all my legendaries and put them in a, you know, thing and figure out what works, you know? Just try to make something happen. I get it. Librum's in here too. Forget it, dude. It's literally just the everything deck. That's cool. Yeah, I guess we go soldier. I'm gonna actually trade in on board here. Not great, but what we got. I'm okay with a 5/6 taunt in this scenario, right? It doesn't see secrets in here too. They just tried to get every keyword possible in this deck. It might work. Wow, bouncing this is definitely like a new player or like, you know, something of that variety. Tracking's great. I need to fill here. Supply run is not gonna hit anytime soon. I mean, you could just take another soldier to fill time, I guess. Yeah, I mean, at this point it actually looks pretty okay. I don't know what paladin secrets exist because we haven't even had them in standard in so long. I just can't remember anymore. I just don't even know. Galloping Savior. Eye for an eye. Yeah, that's definitely something we need to keep an eye on because if we, you know, we're gonna make a freaking. Oh, they launched their battle cruiser. Okay, spinning the mana. I'm fine with that. Kind of annoying, honestly, already. Supreme Dinomancy is pretty cool for the mythical rune bearer, but I think we got a little breather here to play the Lorthamar, so let's play it. Like, gonna be hard. Of course, we'd rather have a Vyranoth buff first, right? Of course, we'd rather have these first. The stat doubling is, of course, better last, but we just don't have a lot going on, and I might need a big swing turn here with Ikman, etc. So next turn we could probably get away with like Rune Bear Porcupine or something. The Hellbat, wow, that's cool. This trade in or go face? Trades in. Nice. Okay, still feeling okay on room here. Hey, supply run Rune Bear is actually pretty okay. Yeah, I think we take that. Just a couple 5/6 taunts. Yep, like these little taunts have really been nice. It's kind of what I was talking about. Like, I don't think this opponent would have completely overran us with stuff just because, you know, again, I think their deck's kind of just a potpourri of new player stuff, which is cool to see, by the way. I love that new players are still engaging in Hearthstone, and, you know, like that's fun. Like this feels like really, this like time in a card gamer's experience is like really sacred, if that makes sense. You know, like it's a really like the discovery period of a deck and your cards. Like that's a really cool, satisfying time, I think. And I mean, they seem to be playing well as far as like, you know, trades and. Like this was a great, like what, this was an insane bonus effects hits, man. Yeah, I mean, definitely Ikman here. This is a just monster card. Beached Whale. Bro, dude, Beached Whale, dude. Are you kidding me right now with this Beached Whale, dude? No way. All right, yeah, let's keep the lifesteal guy a little healthier. This might be, oh, okay, chill, okay. Not the craziest hits, but more than enough, right? Like an 836 Beach Whale is going to be just fine. We can go Emeriss, but we really don't have a lot of dudes right now. I don't think it's time. Like a 14 attack Porcupine's not really that great. I want to find like a Briar Spawn Drake first, you know? Bro, the Aspect Essence, that's cool. Oh, refresh 7, okay, cool. Man, their hand had a lot. Oh my God. That was an insane set of Aspect Essences. What the heck? For that many... Bro! Dude, this guy's a baller. That was a sick line. I'm kind of mad, to be honest. Usually say I'm not mad. I'm kind of mad. Dang, I gotta deal with this. This is an annoying guy to deal with, too. Math is not perfect. I guess you go Dinomancy to make the math more perfect. Yeah. That seems fine, right? Bro! Hard countered explosive shot. Oh my God, are you kidding me? Well, this one has to get right. This is eye for an eye, we think, right? Did we ever test that other one? Yeah, it was an eye for an eye. It must be Galloping Savior? It's not Sacred Trial, because I think... Oh, no, I didn't play one this turn. They all got summoned. It could be Sacred Trial, actually. I don't know. So Porcupine's up to 9, which does make it much, much better for Emeriss. But I think we're just going to go like Supply Run next turn. Tracking, you wouldn't be able to play the Briar Spawn or the Emeriss anyway. So I think you just go this and get a big old reload. I mean, it kind of looks like they're sort of going to be dead soon. So I don't know how much I want to like trade and greed this out. You know, I made it literally last game I was talking about like, oh, they can concede if they want to, right? And so I'm going to have my fun. But now it's like, I don't know. This seems like a new player. I don't want to just like drag them out through it, you know? So maybe we hit face here. Plus, I've already kind of seen the deck do the thing. Also, that feels like lethal probably, right? Let's start here. Anything that's just... oh my good god, dude. Okay, well, if this isn't lethal, that's certainly going to be next turn. This feels like lethal. I'm just too lazy to count. Hey, it's exact lethal. Dang, okay. Cool. Man, yeah, I feel kind of bad beating up on the opponent, you know, with such a, like, we kind of did a gross thing with the Ickman. That was honestly, that must have seemed completely insane to them. Like, they're probably saying, oh my god, that deck he's playing is completely busted. That's the best deck in Hearthstone, obviously. And it probably feels that way, right? But, so I kind of feel bad. At the same time, maybe they thought it was cool, right? Maybe they were inspired by that. All right, I don't think we keep Supply Run. It's too easy to get stuck. Like, you know, unlike I get a bunch of super cheap cards in the middle there. Iconic double 10-drop hand here showing exactly what I mean. A lot of Prince Renathal. I'm thinking I maybe should have just added a Renathal, guys. In a weird way, it makes Vyranoth kind of harder, but not really, because, you know, like, oh my god, Supply Run shows up anyway. Like, obviously you can run smaller stuff, but you also have to, like, just more cards to sort out too, I suppose. Yeah, let's go for another Ingenuity, actually, even though we have one. These are just, I think, really good early game cards, because our beasts are all, for the most part, pretty playable. You got the one Beached Whale in here, a little expensive, but the rest can be pretty nice tempo swings. You know, Rune Bear's nuts, Kodo's pretty great, Porcupine can be great. Mage, Imbue Mage. We don't see that much in Standard, do we? Seems kind of spooky, though. A lot of damage output. Hey, Beached Whale, that makes this even better. Nice. Hey, that's a really good high tempo one. I love it. A little bit of recovery here, too. Wanzu. I don't think you coin, right? Like, I think you just play the other Ingenuity and call it a day. Yeah. Coin is like with double 10 drops. I think you just gotta, save it for later and hope to God you have a moment to play them anyway. Peasant Scavenger seems fine. Peasant obviously not doing much here, just slowing them down. Eating a wisp ping here. So next turn, Kodo looks good. 5, I don't know, Scalehide plus Shando. Hey, it dodges the wisp ping. Nice. Saves me some health. Love it. Kodo hits a 3/4. Scalehide life gain's actually a big deal, I think. The one thing I think I'm sort of overexposed to in this deck is just pressure, obviously, because we don't have we don't have Renathal, we don't have life gain in Hunter traditionally, right? So, are they gonna trade in here? They are. Nice. I don't mind that, because I can just Scalehide or Rhino. I mean, your Rhino in theory is gonna get bigger later, but I think just playing this on curve is also pretty okay. Keeping the opponent's board in check here, like, it's not exciting, but we'll get the numbers later, right? We just want to make sure we don't ever die. Next turn could just be Supply Run Scalehide. I think that's already a pretty decent turn. A 6/8 rusher. I'll live with that. First Flame's a good answer. More Imbue. Kind of forgot we have Imbue Mage in Standard still. Like, I haven't looked at or thought about Imbue Mage in Standard in forever, and it's just there. You know, you can do it. It's there. It's a real thing. All right. Yeah. Whale on 7. He's not great, but a 612 is okay, I think. This is 9. Could also do this on 7, I guess, too. That's certainly an option if that feels better into the board. Oh my god, what just happened, dude? What was that? Disco at the end of time? That's not a real card. What is that card? What is that card? I don't even know what that card is. Ambush? Oh god. No. Hidden meaning. Oh my god, those are pretty good secrets to be wiped out, man. What is this card? That's from the Caverns of Time mini set, I guess, huh? Man, I forget those. I did review those, but I just never really played them. I think they were kind of made for Twist, right? And then, whoops. Never talked about how just unbelievably annoyed I am at how big of a failure and insult Twist was, by the way. I think just an absolute, just you know, I already am sensitive to game mode failures because of duels, obviously, my history with duels, but Twist is even more insulting because like duels got a chance, right? Like duels, they did put some work into it, put some time into it, and you know, I guess the numbers weren't there, whatever. I'm still sad that it's gone, but I can sort of logically say to myself like, oh yeah, they tried, right? And it just didn't work. And like, I'm not happy about that fact, but they tried, so we can't be mad, right? That's what I think. But Twist, they didn't try, dog. They didn't try. Nobody tried on Twist. They gave up almost immediately, man. So Twist, like, they barely ran it. I think Twist is just a real. I can never support another game mode. Like, I just, you know, how can you ever say, hey, play this game mode? They just keep abandoning them. It's wild. Anyway, that's spiel for today. I guess you go Emeriss, and what's this gonna go to 28? That's not really enough to like secure lethals or anything right now. So if you do go for the Emeriss, you're, you know, I mean, the rune bears are cool, I guess. We just don't really have the like super long-term game plan, but I also need to do it when I'm not totally dead, right? And this is a scary board, but not a game-endingly scary board, right? 9 damage is kind of doable. That said, I don't have any life gain left. We're cooked. We're totally cooked on life gain. And we also, god, that board just kept getting bigger and bigger. What just happened? I will also say, we're gonna be dead to the imbue payoff lady. What's her name? Like, she's in standard, but I haven't seen her in 2 years practically. What's her name? I don't think it's actually been 2 years, right? But what's her name? Year and a half? Really, it's been more like a little over a year, hasn't it? Man, crazy. What's her name, guys? Wisp Lady. Asina? Asina the Wisp Lady? There it is. Asina the Wisp Lady. Yep, we're dying. I mean, rune bears, like, technically life, right? I'm technically alive. More rune bears, but those don't really help us. This is like almost lethal sometimes. That's crazy. I think you gotta copy a rune bear, right? And just hope the wisp button doesn't hit you in the face, or they have no direct damage spells. I don't know. Can they trade through enough here that the wisp button is like really, really likely to kill me? Or do they have another out? This is a pretty cool turn, ultimately. Like, I might actually be setting up lethal here with my 4-8 if it were able to die. Sometimes, I don't know. Oh, bro, that's gotta be like the numbers. Oh, bro, that's 1,000 times lethal. That's so sick, dude. That's so sick. That's 1,000 times lethal. That might even like clear the board too, right? Probably. I don't even know how. It was like 5 times 4, right? 20 points of damage or something. Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Crazy work. Yeah, it came online just a little too late. Like, obviously the, you know, greed of Emeriss there kind of backfires, but that's That's going to be the story of this deck, right? We don't expect to win every game. We just expect to win some big ones occasionally. All right, I'm going to keep Vyranoth and Porcupine just because Porcupine's something to do early, which is desperately needed sometimes. We're going to need a hand buff for this fella, so tracking could maybe hit like a supply run. You could coin it. I don't know if that's going to feel great. We got Zerg stuff. I think I just want my 2-drop spell. Yeah, I think you just always take that, right? Give us something good to do in the mid game, maybe. That would be a good Rune Bear hit, for instance. How did Rune Bear get nerfed? Did this used to be a 3/4, dude? Like, I can't remember. This card was so nuts for a minute. I actually wasn't playing much in that little tiny window where that was really nuts. Scale Hide, I think that's fine. Yeah, we'll just go Porcupine on curve and then Scale Hide maybe to catch up some life from this scary swarmy stuff. Porcupine currently looks really good against these 1/1s too. That's maybe okay. There are a lot of them, but maybe it's okay. They might just trade in so that more don't die later. As opposed to using like a spell to remove, I mean. Okay. I like that for Dinomancy. You know, we have a little bit of a breather. You could definitely coin a Dinomancy. That sets up your Rune Bears. Not everything would be perfect on curve, but I also don't hate double Scale Hide next turn. I think that's fine. You could coin a Vyranoth. You could just play Dinomancy honestly, maybe, because you feel like you got some breathing room from your Scale Hides, right? Dinomancy double Scale Hide also does let you swing back a lot of health if they go face a ton. Sets up the Rune Bears too, like we talked about. Ah, this is kind of risky, right? Like, you might lose a couple of your 1/1s like this. I would trade in that 1/1 for sure. I would go face with 3 of these fellas and then hit. Or maybe you don't hit. Maybe you go face with all 4, actually. I don't know. Kind of the same difference, I guess. Hey, nice. That's good for us. I mean, this does feel like you have a little space for your Dinomancy, man. Next turn, you go Scale Hide Porcupine, too. Or just Trampling Rhino if that feels better. I think you do it, yeah. I think this fixes the curve problem a lot. I probably am just always playing the bigger one first since it looks like it's going to heal us back to full, but it might depend on what's out there, what we're facing off against, I guess. They just play one big guy. I will be tempted to Rhino. That's a pretty important thing to kill. That's a terrifying thing to kill. Oh my god, dude, chill out. That was crazy looking. I mean, I'm not like that stressed about these, I guess, at the end of the day, but like a little stressed. I think we gotta kill the 1/4, right? Not the O2. Like, I'm healing up enough life. Hopefully it doesn't matter too much. They did take off my max, so we're 28, you know. Practically healing to full here. You would love to get a Vyranoth out if you can, but I don't think there's anything wrong with a Rune Bear Scale Hide turn. And then you go maybe Lorthamar if that gives you enough space. But this would be the dream. Vyranoth, Lorthamar if we get the space, dude. That is the dream. Might just force it, because, like, honestly, they're kind of on the back foot here. I don't think we're going to be under that much pressure. This guy in particular keeps them on the back foot, maybe. Is it just like Leech Dude here? That Porcupine like twitching every time makes me think I'm like twitching. Every time I see that, I'm thinking like, what are my eyes doing right now? That's going face, but the other one traded? What's happening here? Maybe needed a corpse count? The space for Husk, but didn't really change the space. Oh, maybe the math's just good enough now? Yeah, it's not perfect, I guess. My problem is I can't kill the dude if I want to play Vyranoth, right? I mean, sometimes you can. Maybe you just check, see what happens. Play a Scale Hide to clean up if needed. Just kill it. Just kill it. Hey, hey, hey! Let's go! Do I have space for Vyranoth or not? Yeah, dude, I think Scale Hide keeps us around, right? I think we do, man. Let's do it. Now Lorthamar is going to be a bigger question, I guess, right? I don't know if we're going to have space for Lorthamar or not. If you knew you were going to draw like an Ickman or something, you might think so. I don't know. Beached Whale also could be a big stabilizer, right? He's not going to be that big with just Vyranoth. Lorthamar is definitely a bigger whale guy. Yodeler? Okay, that's not too scary. These have such small attack values that it's just not that much pressure, right? This is kind of feeling like a Lorthamar, guys. It's admittedly really greedy. This is gonna deal like 2, I think, right? And then this one deals 2 as well. Oh no, it doesn't duplicate it. I guess that one deals 2 maybe. Yeah, that one dealt 2. Okay, that makes sense. This has one of those on there, which is not a problem. Bro, this is not that scary of a board. I'm definitely going Lorthamar. Let's go. I'm so excited. Oh, that's already pretty solid too, honestly. Going Lorthamar. Next turn, we'll take a recovery turn, right? We'll go like, I don't know, Rune Bear, Scale Hide. I wish I had a big Scale Hide. Like this one's just kind of medium, you know? But, I don't know, like Briarspawn Drake's not going to be lethal, but I bet it's in the like 32 range, probably somewhere around there. That plus Emeriss could certainly set up some lethal hits. I hope they kind of keep trading a little bit here and don't turn the corner and like put me on the back foot too much. That would stress me out a bit. Hey, trading, we love it. Hive Queen. Oh. Those are kind of good Rhino targets, but I don't know if we want a Rhino yet. I don't know what kind of removal this deck has, by the way. You know, like I think I'd rather go a little wider with the Rune Bears, but I don't have a good curve fill on that. That's the issue. Clean math here. Hitting me for 2 more. I mean, these definitely want to be things like I want. Oh, bro, that is so sick. I guess you just load up, right? I don't know. There might be some removal that I'm not thinking. Like, you know, corpse explosions probably enough after you like trade in and stuff. I mean, in other words, like, am I overcommitting by playing the second set of Rune Bears? Maybe, but I don't want to just pass the rest of the turn, right? If they go for Corpse Explosion, they're not going to have a really intimidating board left over anyway, so hopefully it's okay. Okay, that's just a little tempo idiot. That doesn't read Corpse Explosion to me, by the way. Most of their hand's going to be like random Zerg stuff. Well, there's some kind of math here, though. What's this? Just setting up. No, that's not it. Yeah, dude. Wow. The Vyranoth Lorthamar winning another game. I can't believe it. This deck actually doesn't, like... I don't know. I'm not going to say the deck's good. Number one, I have no idea. Because I don't think I'm playing against real wild decks, right? I feel like there's just some aggro that would just murder me. But, you know, I think there are some greedier Renathal decks in wild where this does have some gaps where it's like... They just can't deal with, you know, 40-40 in stats. And if you just kind of get 40-40 in stats out on turn 8, some decks just don't have the answer and they just fall over dead. So, like, are you gonna climb to legend this deck? No. Could you win some games in wild, I bet, with this deck here and there? Yeah, I think it has enough of an actual win condition. In other words, like, you know, it's not just stats for stats sake. There's trampling rhinos, there's briar spawns, ways to actually kill people. Between the two, between the sometimes lethality and the sometimes just giant dudes, I bet you win some games here and there. But I don't know. People who play more wild, tell me what it's all about.